The Dallas Mavericks have lost to the Memphis Grizzlies 119-104, and things just keep getting worse for the Dallas Mavericks. Not only did we lose to the Memphis Grizzlies, who were missing 6 of their players, not only did the Dallas Mavericks now solidify their spot at the 7th seed, but the Dallas Mavericks are now going to have to go without Daniel Gafford, who got hurt in tonight's game with an ankle sprain. So in this video, we're going to go over the game, the highs, the lows, go over the box score, and decide if anyone even stood on business. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 16,474 subscribers, getting very, very close to 17K. But if you're enjoying everything that we're doing here at Mavericks Digest, whether live streams, watch-alongs, news vids, and everything else in between, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But the Dallas Mavericks just can't seem to catch a break. We dropped the video before tonight's game, going over an injury update. Kyrie Irving has lumps in his back and his disc in his back. Something's wrong with his back. And he will miss up to 2 weeks of action. And we're like, okay, without Luka, without Kyrie, things are going to be pretty tough. But hey, the Memphis Grizzlies, they're missing 6 players. We should be good. No John Morant, no Marcus Smart, no Desmond Bane. No problem. We got PJ, Najee Marshall's back. We got Quentin Grimes, Klay Thompson. We should be good. And unfortunately, that just wasn't the case. The Dallas Mavericks did win in the first quarter. We were up by 10 points. Things were looking good. Then the second quarter came. The Dallas Mavericks just could not buy a bucket. Our defense fell apart. The offense was nowhere to be found. We go into halftime only down by 1 point. We're like, hey, tighten up. Get Klay some shots, get better looks on offense, tighten up on defense, we should be good. It's only Jaren Jackson Jr. who's really torching us. A few role players are stepping up, but it's mainly Jaren Jackson Jr. Jason Kidd should be able to come up with some type of game plan to just stop him and just lock him down. That wasn't the case. Jaren Jackson Jr. continued to shine in the second half. The Dallas Mavericks struggled in the third quarter, even by a bucket. The deficit went from 1 point in the half to down by 7 going into the fourth, and then we ended up losing 119-104. Now, to be fair, the Memphis Grizzlies had an absorbent amount of free throws. The Dallas Mavericks only shot 11 of 15 from the free throw line. The Memphis Grizzlies were 27 of 35. 27 of 35. I don't want to blame the refs because I think the Dallas Mavericks did not come into this game prepared. Jason Kidd did not do a good job coaching, and we got outplayed by the Memphis Grizzlies, who were playing their bench players. But the refs, 27 of 35. We were only 11 of 15. It was absurd with all these foul calls. And then to be fair, some of them, yes, we were just fouling. We were playing stupid defense. We weren't even switching half the time. But the foul discrepancy is really what killed it. On top of just bad coaching, on top of Gafford being injured, which definitely stopped any game plans we had of being able to lock down Jaren Jackson Jr. And we don't currently have a timetable. I'm being told that he's going to miss 2 to 4 games, which I hope not, because we play the Lakers tomorrow. We got Denver back-to-back. We got Boston coming up. The Dallas Mavericks are not in a good spot. January is so far, six days into January, not a win in sight. And in the upcoming games, I think this 5-game losing streak is only going to grow from there. But if we take a look at the box score from tonight's game, Maxey had 4 points, 1 block, 1 assist, and 2 rebounds. Sure, good job, Maxey. PJ had 17 points, 3 steals, 5 assists, 10 rebounds, was 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 2 of 8 from 3, but 7 of 22 from the floor. PJ Washington definitely gave up a lot of shots, had some weird takes, wasn't even the best looks half the time. The team as a whole was just blowing easy layups. It was just crazy. At the rim, I don't know how you don't just hit the backboard and it goes right in. It was crazy. It wasn't just PJ. Klay Thompson and a few others were also just missing easy layups. But PJ Washington taking 22 shots, while the next highest amount of takes was Klay, who only took 16. Both of them shot the ball poorly. Najee Marshall was probably one of the very few bright spots tonight in his first game back from his 4-game suspension. He had 16 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. He was 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 2 of 6 from 3, 5 of 15 from the floor. Not the best performance, but he did look like one of the only few players who came to play tonight and was actually trying. And Derrick Lively, who had an excellent performance, had 14 points, 4 blocks, 1 assist, 12 rebounds. It was 7-11 from the floor. Not much more could ask from Derrick Lively. Maybe not get blown by small guards, but then again, we don't really like to switch on defense. We allow the big man to be guarded by someone like Jaden Hardy, but then we allow their smaller guards like Scottie Pippen Jr. to be guarded by Derrick Lively. It makes absolutely no sense. But Klay Thompson, in 27 minutes, did not look the best tonight. I'm not even going to lie to you. He had 15 points, 2 blocks, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 of 8 from 3, but 5 of 16 from the floor. He had 7 points in total in the first quarter. He had 7 points in total in the second quarter. By the halfway through the third quarter, he still had 7 points. It was just not a good game for Klay Thompson. Off the bench, Omax had some garbage time. Dwight Powell played 6 minutes. He had 2 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Daniel Gafford, before he got hurt, had 5 points, 1 block, 1 rebound. He looked pretty good. It's unfortunate that he went down with the ankle sprain. Like I said, no timetable. I'm being told 2 to 4 games, but we'll see. Spencer Dinwiddie in 30 minutes had only 6 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound, 2 of 2 from 3, 2 of 3 from the field. 30 minutes, and Spencer Dinwiddie only attempted 3 shots? I'm sorry, I thought Spencer Dinwiddie walked around with the green light in his back pocket. I thought Spencer Dinwiddie doesn't stop shooting. In the game where we may need more shots from somebody, Spencer Dinwiddie just doesn't shoot the ball. And he had how many assists tonight? Spencer Dinwiddie had 3 assists. I'm not too sure if he was just running around getting some cardio in, but in 30 minutes, I expect a little bit more from Spencer Dinwiddie. Oddly enough. Quentin Grimes in 26 minutes didn't have the best game either. He had a monstrous last 2 games. This game, he sizzled out. Only had 9 points, 1 steal, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 of 6 from 3, 4 of 13 from the floor. Unfortunately, Brandon Williams didn't see any action outside of garbage time after he had a great game last game. I thought we'd play him more, but I guess not. Jason Kidd had other plans. We played Jaden Hardy 21 minutes, and although Jaden Hardy did have a good offensive game, he had another horrible defensive game, fouling on and ones, fouling on 3-point attempts. The Jaden Hardy special. But he did have 15 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, was 3 of 5 from the 3-point line, 5 of 10 from the floor. Offensively, I'm never really upset with Jaden Hardy. He tends to do well when he's shooting the ball more. I'm all for it. It's just the defense. The defense of Jaden Hardy just really gets on my nerves. And after tonight's game, it's really hard to decide who stood on business. I thought Najee Marshall did very well in his first game back. Looked like he didn't skip a beat at all. Looks like he's actually healthy, able to run up and down the court, do all the things that we ask him to do. But in my honest opinion, I think the person who really stood on business was Derrick Lively. Obviously, Daniel Gafford went out with his injury. Derrick Lively was able to hold his own for the most part. He had 14 points. He had 12 rebounds. He had, 5 offensive rebounds? Derrick Lively, in my opinion, stood on business. But there's a few things that we definitely got to look at here. Like I said, Derrick Lively had 14 points, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks, 7-11 from the floor. That was his 6th double-double of the year. Shout out to Derrick Lively. Like I said, Najee Marshall definitely stood on business as well. Don't want to say that he didn't, but I got to give it to Derrick Lively. And continuing right here, Dallas Mavericks center Daniel Gafford sprained his left ankle and will not return tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies. Yes, we are going to see more minutes from Dwight Powell, which I'm not upset with. But I'd rather get minutes from Daniel Gafford. We're going to get more minutes from Maxey at the 5, which is probably not something that I want to see. Maybe that means that we open up more minutes to someone like Omax so he can get more minutes at the 4 if we're going to put Maxey at the 5. I'm not sure what Jason Kidd's game plan is. But if we're going to talk about Jason Kidd's game plan, I have refrained very much so from criticizing Jason Kidd too harshly. But at this current moment in the season, when we've got 2 of our main guys out, but we've got everybody else minus Dante Exum, you're up against the Memphis Grizzlies, who are missing 6 of their players, including John Morant, including Desmond Bane, including Marcus Smart, and a few others. This game should have been a win. Now, I understand Jason Kidd isn't out there missing layups, turning the ball over, not playing good defense. I understand that. But as a coach, it is your job to have the right lineups. It is your job to have the right people on the floor. If you see a deficit, if you see somebody who's lacking, you make the right adjustments. There was way too many times in tonight's game where we saw what we see every single game. We're in the lead. The lead goes away. No timeout. They'll figure it out. The guys on the floor, they'll figure it out. No timeout needed. We get in a deficit. Down by 10. Down by 12. We cut it to 9. We cut it to 8. We're down by 15. Down by 14. Jason Kidd, I'm not sure if he really has much of a game plan when it comes to the offensive side of the things. We heard over the summer that Jason Kidd was talking to many coaches on how to bolster this offense. He was talking to Phil Jackson about the triangle offense, which I'm not sure if we've seen that at all season. And then we've seen Frank Vogel, who's now a consultant to Jason Kidd. Maybe you need to step up and be an assistant coach. Maybe you need to be more in his ear. I don't know. Jason Kidd should have been able to win this game. Jason Kidd should be able to win many games coming up. Maybe not against the Lakers. I mean, I heard LeBron and AD may not play. If they don't, hey, can we win that one? Can we win a game where the other team doesn't have their stars? You look across the league like Orlando, who's missing many key players. still winning games. I understand this team is built around Luka. I understand that Kyrie is also here to help Luka. When both of those players are out, it is very hard to win games. But you have to find ways to win. That's what separates a good coach from a great coach. And with the talent that we have on this team, from top to bottom, the top 8, 9 players you could argue are great players that deserve a great coach that is going to help them, put them in the right positions to win games so we can go into the playoffs, make a deep run, try to get back to the finals. Otherwise, it's just going to be tough. And I understand injuries, sickness, everything working against us. I totally get that. But I need Jason Kidd to be a great coach, not a good coach. I don't want to hear this. He doesn't care about the regular season. He's a playoff coach. Cool. You could be an assistant if you want to be a playoff coach. Because for this regular season, when our backs are against the wall, players are out, we need a great coach to guide this team through these games, to help us find ways to win, find unconventional, different ways to win. In the last 5 games, I just haven't seen it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think Derrick Lively stood on business? Do you think Najee Marshall stood on business? Do you think Jason Kidd stood on business? Somebody, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for making this far into the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing a giveaway every single month on the channel. Only way to enter our giveaways is to become a channel member of any tier. But until next time, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.